pushy salesmen. I hate them. The people that be down there at the Costco's, at the Sam's, that's trying to hustle you to buy some brand new blinds for your home. The ones that are trying to get you to get the latest iPhone 87. Welcome to Soft Life, Hard Truths, where lifestyle dreams meet bank account realities. I'm your host, T and J. Come on in. I want you to stay. How are you doing today? Did you miss me? Because I missed you. How are you? Let's talk about it. How is your week going? Has it been rough? It's been a lot going on. It's been a lot going on. How has your week been? I hope it's been good. You been hanging in there? I hope so. I hope so. I hope so. My week has been going okay. My week has been going okay. I will not complain. Um, I will not complain. My week has been okay. The world is crazy outside, but we're going to make it, y'all. We are going to make it, okay? Keep your head up, okay? All right. So, let's get in these topics today. I missed y'all last week, okay? But we're back. Let's talk about the looming topic, right? The pending doom, the government shutdown, shall we? I really want to talk about the federal workers, y'all. A lot of federal workers have been furloughed, and they have been furloughed for about a month now. I think we are over 37 days now with the government shutdown. So that means that these some furloughed workers have went, maybe all of them, have went without a full month of being paid. And so what I've been seeing on social media is some people are saying you should have enough money in your account to where missing a month's worth of pay should not impact you. What are your thoughts? Let's talk about it. If you missed 1 month's worth of pay right now, would that hurt you? Would you be behind on your rent? Would you be able to make your water bill, your electricity bill? Would you be able to pay for daycare? Would you be able to put groceries in the fridge, food on the table? Would you be able to pay for those babies' field trips? Would that impact you? Because it seems like a lot of people are very, how can I put it? A lot of people are very insensitive, right? I encourage and I preach all the time about money management, right? It is important for you to have a savings account, have you an emergency fund because you never know what's going to happen in life, right? That has always been my mindset, and that is what I preach and encourage my clients to do, right? Have you some money for when hard times come. But sometimes people aren't able to, and sometimes you are able to, and you just don't. Should you be beat over the head if those times do come and you don't have the money? No, I don't think so. Because at the end of the day, we're human, right? We learn from the mistakes and we keep it moving. But it is never a funny day when people cannot feed their families. It is never a funny day when people are getting evicted, especially when it's a situation like this that is outside of their control. It's not like they squandered, their paycheck away at the casino, or they spent it on drugs or something. Or they went on a shopping spree and lost their minds. Like, this was literally outside of their control. I would never find this funny, and I think that our fellow, you know, furloughed government employees, like, we should have sympathy for them. Like, people are literally having to go to food banks to get food. It's not funny. It's not the time to be insensitive. Like, have some type of compassion, because it could easily be you tomorrow, especially with the way things are going right now. If anything, use this as a learning moment and a a caution, a precaution, like, hey, this could easily be me. Let me tighten up with my spending. And for those that are in this situation, when you do get back on your feet, because you will. When you get back on your feet, hey, remember this time and let it be motivation to make sure moving forward that you're going to keep you some money in the bank. That you're going to keep not 1 month's worth, not two, not three, 6 months worth, a year if you can, if you nasty. Use this as motivation. But my question to you is, if you were furloughed, if you were fired, if something happened, God forbid, and you lost your source of income, how long could you sustain yourself? Let me know in the comments. Would a month without pay hurt you? Would 2 months hurt you? What would that look like for you? Let me know. Let me know, guys. Let me know. Next topic. This is something that really burns my toast. I mean, makes my blood boil. When I see them, I try not to make eye contact. I will pick up a phone and act like I got a call when ain't nobody on the call. Phone ain't even unlocked. Let me tell you something. I can't hear nothing. I put them ear pods in my ear, not a lick of music playing to avoid eye contact or hearing anything. I hate these people. No, hey, and I get you got to get your money, but I hate them. Pushy salesmen. I hate them. The people that be down there at the Costco's, at the Sam's, that's trying to hustle you to buy some brand new blinds for your home. The ones that are trying to get you to get the latest iPhone 87, all the way to the car, the ones at the car dealership. You just go to look, they trying to force you into to the latest Mercedes Benz. Like, hey, I just came to Sam's to get a pack of water and some lettuce so I can meal prep for the week. I don't want new blinds. I don't want to switch from AT&T to T-Mobile. Hey, I don't care about the latest iPhone. I'm not interested. Ma'am, who's your electricity with? Hey, I'm with who I want to be with. I don't want to switch. I'm good. I am good. Thank you so very. Thank you, please. And then they just keep at it. Well, just come talk to me. Just come talk, sir. Please. And don't get me started at the functions you go like to a little festival or something. My God, today it can get even uglier. It can get ugly before it gets beautiful. How do you guys feel about pushy salesmen? I understand people got to get paid. They got to get their money. Hey, and hey, do your thing. But I hate it. I hate it. And that's why I don't think I could ever be a sales because I just don't feel like I got the gift to go in and try to persuade people to purchase something that I'm selling. Either you want it or you don't. And I get it, some people will say, well, if you're going to be an entrepreneur, sales is a part of marketing. Like, and I hear you. I hear you. I do. But I don't know. It is just so annoying to me to be out and doing one thing. You got somebody that's just begging and pleading and trying to like force you to buy what they're selling. I don't like it. It's not a good experience. How do you guys feel about it? Tell me in the comments. What has been your experience with pushy salesmen? I don't like it. I went to Old Navy 2 weekends ago with my girlfriends, and it was a lady in there. She was so sweet. Bless her heart. She was so sweet. I forgot her name, but she was so sweet. And I had to get with her because there was this cute burgundy skirt that I just had to have. And she tried to get me to get a Old Navy credit card, and I said, "Ma'am, hey, I'm good on that." I'm like, if I'm gonna open up a credit card, it has to come with more perks than what this is offering. And she went down a whole rabbit hole, a whole spiel about how I should get this card and it can do this, that. And she was good. She was really good. And if I wasn't someone who was very educated on finances and credit cards and perks and things like that that comes with cars, she would have got me. She would have got me. She called herself the credit card pusher. I guess she was number one in sales for Old Navy. Shout out to her. but you can't get me. But I see how she could get people. But even she was pushy. I told her multiple times, ma'am, I don't want the card, please. But instead of getting an attitude and being nasty with her, I was just real nice. But she was pushy. I didn't like that. Let me know what you guys think about pushy salesmen in the comments. Let me know what your experience been like. I don't like it. It's annoying, but I get it. Everybody got to get their money. Last topic, couponing. How do you guys feel about that? Hmm? I'm for it. Okay. I am for it. I remember the TV show Extreme Couponing. I used to love watching that show. And I used to want to go and try to do what those people would do. I used to want to get me a buggy filled with groceries and have to have those people pay me $1 when it was all said and done. I love that show. Now, I tried it a couple of times. I did. And I came out with some really good deals. Really, really, really good deals. I didn't keep it up. It became a lot. Like people was having coupon books and all of that. And I think I had one. It's a task. It becomes a job. But you do save a lot of money. But I don't think they produce the coupons like they used to do back in the day. But hey, what do I know? But how do you guys feel about it? I feel like couponing is a great way to save money if you would take the time out to do it, right? Um, because why leave money on the table? If there's a coupon out there, I'm going to take it. Now, when it comes to grocery shopping and things like that, I don't necessarily use coupons. Majority of the places that I shop, when I do shop, they don't really have coupons that you can use. Like, I do a lot of bulk shopping. Like, I shop mainly at like Sam's Club. I mean, I've never really seen coupons at Sam's. But how do you guys feel about it? If for places like, let's just say Old Navy, if I'm shopping for clothes or like Fashion Nova, things like, they give me a coupon every time. Thank you, please. Thank you. Yes. If I'm buying a new bag, maybe a Coach bag or something, they got a coupon code handed here. Mm-hmm. A 20% off code. Yes, indeedy. I am needy. Give it here. Thank you. I am always down for saving money. I have a friend. One thing about her, she's gonna get you a discount. I look at coupons as discounts. She's gonna get you a code. She's gonna get you a code, or she's gonna give you a coupon, and I love her for that. I love her down. Okay, so I'm not opposed. I am not opposed to coupons. I am all for it. The only time I'm gonna side out a coupon, I wouldn't be okay with coupons on a date. Nah, if my date whipped out a coupon, I'd be looking at him a little sideways. Cause sir, please, okay, not on like the first date, or we just started dating, we just started talking to each other. I don't know how I feel about that. Mm, you dancing too strong. Just hold down, please. But let me know. Do you guys coupon? How do you feel about it? Would you start? For people trying to save money, I would encourage you to start couponing. Look into it. Let me know. All right, the finance column. So we've been on our whole credit tip, right? We've been focusing on credit. We're gonna keep the curriculum going. So today, let's talk about building and establishing credit, right? How can we build and establish credit with no credit history? Well, here's a couple of things that you can do, right? The first thing to do, you can get you a secured credit card. And what is a secure credit card? So a secure credit card is a car is it operates just like a credit card. The only difference is you have to pay some type of cash deposit on it. A lot of times the deposit that you pay is the limit that you'll have on the card. So let's just say, I remember when I was first trying to establish credit for myself, I didn't go through with it because I ended up going with the credit union and they allowed me to just have a flat out credit card. But this, I think at the time it was Regions Bank, maybe they were going to give me a secure credit card for about $300. And so how that worked was I had to deposit $300 and then I could use the credit card up to $300. 300 was my limit. And so by using that, it was a way of building credit. I hated it. I thought it was stupid. I'm like, why am I giving you guys money and then having to, use the credit card and possibly pay interest on my own money is stupid. I don't like it. I ended up going and finding another avenue. But a lot of people do that. It's a way to start, your credit history. And I would encourage it if you are unable to secure a actual, normal credit card. Then another thing you can do is become an authorized user on somebody else's credit card. That's not going to be the easiest thing to do. Not a lot of people will allow you to become an authorized user on their credit card, which I don't blame them because they are taking risk. Because if you swipe that card and you don't pay it, they're responsible for it. But you also take a risk because if they don't pay it, it impacts your credit too. So there's a risk on both ends. You got to be careful with that. But the smart thing to do would be to, if you are becoming an authorized user on somebody's account, do it to somebody that you know is dependable, has good credit, and is responsible. And you be responsible as well. And the other thing is establish responsible credit habits early. Pay your credit cards on time. I encourage you to pay it off in full every month. Don't even accrue interest. Pay it off in full every time. If your credit limit is 5,000, don't spend that 5,000 if you know you can't pay it off in 1 month. Don't do that. If you know all you got is 500 for the month, spend 500, then pay it off. Start early, never miss a payment. Pay on time. That builds good credit history. Consider those things, okay? This is how we start off our credit in a good way, okay? All right, now it's time for the Hard Truth Hotline. Mm. Okay, we had somebody to write in. Hey, Tegan, need your advice. My husband and I have been married for 3 years now, and we are expecting our first child. We didn't necessarily plan. Mm. He is a product engineer at an electric company, and I am a software engineer at a Fortune 100 company. Okay, Fortune 100. I love my job. Been there for 6 years. Okay, girl. Here's the problem. My husband wants me to be a stay-at-home mom for the first few years of my kid's life. I'd have to quit work. I was thinking daycare after the first 3 months. Being out of the workforce for years, I feel is detrimental to my career. What about my skills? What about the gap in my resume? The job market is already rough now. So if I quit, will I be able to get another job? He wants me to depend on him to secure our finances for the next few years. And I feel like the loss of financial autonomy isn't in my best interest as a woman. I trust my husband, but I trust my husband, but so did Wendy Williams. Well, what do you think? My God, today. This is a tough one. First off, I believe these are conversations, these deep conversations should be had before you guys get married and before you are putting yourselves at risk at possibly getting pregnant, right? So I know you didn't plan to have the child, but you knew that you wasn't on birth control. He knew he wasn't on birth control. He knew he wasn't snipped, and you know you wasn't clipped, right? So we knew that by us engaging, it was a possibility of having children. And so these are the type of conversations like you have to have with your partner before you get married before the baby gets here. But irregardless, we're here now, right? We're here. Um, what should you do? My God, today. I would ask him what is his reasoning for wanting you to be a stay-at-home mother. Um, yeah, what is the reasoning behind that? Um, is it that he wants you to bond with the child? Does he feel like the child will have a healthier development because he will be connected with like what is the reasoning behind that? Because to me, you are the one that is absolutely putting yourself at jeopardy here. You are the one that is taking a huge loss to the growth of your career. There's a lot of opportunity lost here. My goodness, yeah. Uh, And just being frank, if we gonna keep it real, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. I would take me a couple of months off, however long off you feel you need before you go back in the workforce, and that would be it. I wouldn't quit my career just because my husband wants me to be a stay-at-home mother. You are putting yourself at the mercy of your husband, and yes, you love him and you trust him, but unless you are 100% comfortable with that, I would not do it. I would not put myself in a position where I am uncomfortable. And I see why you are uncomfortable with it, because you are putting your life in somebody else's hands. And what happens when their emotions change, their feelings change? And now it's not just you that you will be responsible for, it's you and the child. Personally, I couldn't do it. I couldn't. One, I could never be a stay-at-home mom. That's just not that's just not in me. And then two, I am too, like, I like my own. I like my independence. I don't want anyone telling me, having to hand me out money. Like, that just I have to have my own. Now I want his too. Please don't ever get it misconstrued. Okay? I need his. Hand always out. Hand is always going to be out. Okay? I need your money. Uh-huh. And mine. Okay, let's be very clear. Especially I got your child. Yes. Okay. Your money and mine. Okay. Very clear. Never get it mistaken. Okay. But I'm gonna always need mine. Okay. And I'm never gonna go without mine. So I wouldn't. I would have the conversation with him to see what are his concerns. Why does he want you to be at home with the child? And maybe his reasonings are something that you guys can meet in the middle on, like make up for. If he's worried about, the child having to go to daycare, and he's not knowing who's gonna be, looking after his child, is gonna be strangers. Maybe you guys can get an au pair, right? Hire one, come in, be in the home, and then be an old lady. Okay, mama ain't raised no fool. Okay, get you an au pair or something. But yeah, figure out what his concerns are, meet him in the middle and address those. But I wouldn't put myself at risk like that, especially if you love your job, you love what you do. No, ma'am. You're already making a sacrifice by having the child, having it journey through your body. You're having to take a leave of absence from work. You're having to heal. No, absolutely not. Mm-mm. Have the conversation with your husband, meet in the middle. He be all right. Look after you, girl. Let me know how it goes. And congrats on the baby. Okay. Now it's time for the hard truth of the week. Hard truth of the week. We have to also be thankful for the closed doors, even through the disappointment. We have to also be thankful for the closed doors, even through the disappointment. Let's talk about it real quick. A lot of times we are, we say all the time, I thank God for the doors that He opened in my life. Like, I'm so grateful for the blessings and the doors that are open. Have you ever took a minute to thank Him for the ones that were closed? Are you grateful for the opportunities that you did not get? And from hearing that, you would immediately think, no, why would I be grateful for the opportunities that I didn't get? If you sit and think about it, there have been times that you wanted things that would have been detrimental to you. There are times that you wanted jobs that would have brought your mental health, would have brought you to your knees. There are times that you wanted to be with a person that have would have done you the dirtiest, that would have made it so you couldn't even love anymore. Yeah, yeah. There are times when we wanted things that just wasn't good for us. And although we could not see it at the time, looking back on it, man, we got to be thankful that we didn't get what we wanted. We got to be grateful for that. We have to be grateful for that. We have to. I can distinctly remember in my younger days, when I was younger, wanting to be with somebody so bad, wanting to be with them so bad. And I look back over my life, and I look back at what the little that I know about that person now, and I thank God for the closed doors. Yeah, thank you. I remember Years ago, early in my career, there was a program that I wanted to get into, and that door shut, slam in my face. And I was just so hurt, and I was just crying. I was just so disappointed. And I just couldn't understand, like, why? Why couldn't I get in the program? Only to find out later on, I got into an even better program that opened better doors for me, that was more aligned with where I wanted to go. So all I say is, I know we're grateful for the doors that open and the blessings that flow in, but we also have to be grateful for those doors that did not open. I don't make the rules. I don't make the rules. I don't make them. All right, guys. Well, we have come to that time. We have come to that time. Thank you so much for tuning in and listening to little old me and this podcast. Please take the time to like, comment, and subscribe and share this with somebody who needs to be a part of this community. Whether they just need to listen in on the good conversations that we're having, or they need to learn about financial literacy, get in on this good dialogue, you know. Please share this. We're still trying to grow this community. But I want to thank you, because you could have been anywhere else. But you decided to be here with me, okay? And I don't take that for granted at all. Okay? All right. So it's time. It is time. It is time. It is time. We're going to toast up, because it is always a celebration every time we link up. Okay? Here's to softer living and truths that set you free.